17, and some of y'all, I think, have been hiding your shine. Ain't nothing wrong with shine. You understand what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with shine. The only time they want to, you want to not shine is when you got your makeup done. Okay, but anything else, it's okay for you to shine. Do you hear me? So for 2017, the people that really get mad and pissed off, and some of us we hold ourselves, we're guilty of this because we don't want to shine but so much. And so let me tell you something. If you don't shine, they're going to throw shade. If you do shine, they're still going to throw shade. So why don't you just open up a shade line? Because whether you do or you don't, there's still going to be shade. So some of us got to get over our own guilt of being a shining, rising star. Some of us have to get over our own thoughts and of limitation, or thoughts of being a show off, or thoughts of being too much. You gotta shine regardless. And here's the thing, if you don't shine, then you're not representing the God that we serve, who created you, the stars, the heavens, and everything. So you got no choice but to shine. And when you're not shining, you're serving a disservice, because somebody is watching. We need more people who's willing to be a demonstration of what a shining star looks like. So what I'm saying here is, you're going to get shade whether you shine or whether you don't shine. Listen, this is no shade room going on in here. 2017, you feel like, listen, I'm telling you right now, tell people to start getting their shades right now, because you're about to do so much amazing things, because you have been fed up and frustrated with being in the last of the line. You are frustrated with being mediocre. You are frustrated with being unseen and unheard. You know what I'm saying? So listen, if you worried about the shade that's being thrown, open up a shade line. Do that, because it's going to be a lot of shade when they really start seeing you shine. See, people ain't even really see you shine yet. They ain't really seen you shine yet. They ain't really seen you start shine yet. So some of us, to stop dimming your shine. It's time for you to shine. Because that's all you're supposed to do. You are a rising star. We need to see what you can do. We need you to go out there. I talked about it today from the stage. I said, I need y'all to go out there and kill it. We equals. Go out there and kill it. You kill it. Because it's live and it's fresh and it's hot and it's ready and it's waiting for you. Yeah. You're not one of these vultures. You're not one of these vultures going after what's already dead. What somebody already did. You're not trying to shine by trying to get what somebody else ate. No. Go out there and get your own shine. Some of us, we gotta stop dumbing it down. You can't, what happens? You can't, even when the sun is not shining, it's still shining someplace else in the world. So those who are at the world-class experience this weekend, know that you can't stop shining. Those who are even watching and we're connected, you can't stop shining. Because even when they think you're not shining, I want you to be so hot and be such a light, a point of light, that even when they don't think that you're shining someplace else in the world. They're still going to get a glimpse of it. And what happens when those who are throwing shade, they become what? When you shining so bad, they become what? A shadow. You get that? They become a shadow to your shine. Let the shade room be the shade room. Open up a shade line. But you are a shining, rising star. And guess what? Those who are throwing shade now, they ain't even see you really do nothing yet. I ain't really did nothing yet. I ain't did nothing yet. Like, you want to throw shade? I ain't even do nothing yet. I ain't even making the real coins yet. Come on now. So they didn't even see what you really about. Exactly. So here's my thing, and I hope that you could still hear me. The people who throw shade most of the time are the people who are confused. And the reason why they're confused is because they're wondering what happened. What happened was you said yes when they said no. So their shade is connected to a no. Their shade is connected to negligence. Their shade is connected to lack of discipline. Their shade is connected to the fears that they have of themselves, of how much they could shine. So they are they're confused as to how is he or she shining so bright. He or she is shining so bright because they said yes. And they didn't care who was going to get a little bit of the light. We got to stop caring about who's going to get some of the light. Yes. So can we all agree to shine? Because you always going to get some shade, baby. You always going to get some shade thrown at you. You have to. If you don't get shade, that means you ain't shining. The bigger the shine, that means the larger your territory, the larger you're expanding, the more visibility you're getting, the more people you're impacting, the more powerful your messages are. So if you are not shining, thank you so much for those who hit the share button. I see you. Thank you so much for not keeping me your best kept secret. But for those of you who are not shining, who are not getting that shade, that means you ain't shining yet. Yeah. And if you're getting that shade, that means you just really gave them a glimpse. It's definitely time to shine. It's time to light it up. It's time to, you can't even get so close to the sun. You will burn. You will burn. Burn, baby. You tell them 2017, I'm lighting it up. 2017, I'm going so hard, so hot, that if you ain't shining next to me, you may get scorched. Go hard at this thing. Don't accept the mediocre no more. I see you shining out there. I see you putting out your stuff. I see you working hard. But then there's that little bit of you that hold back. You hold back because people are complaining about the shade, that they need some shades, right? You hold them back because you're not sure. People are complaining about the heat. Oh, it's too hot. It's getting, make a song out of it. It's getting hot in here, so take off, right? Yeah, it's getting hot. And let them throw the shade. Because all they doing, like I said, they throwing shade, open up a shade line. Y'all ain't seen nothing yet. You tell them, y'all ain't seen me in action yet. Y'all thought I was writing books before. Y'all ain't really see me write a book. Y'all thought I was speaking before. Y'all didn't really see me share the message. I'm just getting hot. I'm just getting started. The water's just boiling. I ain't even start to touch the grounds yet. I ain't even start to see things grow yet. I ain't even touched my crops yet with my shine. The water's just boiling. That's all you see. So here's my thing. Promise me that because you already shining, you're a rising star, you're doing what God has called you to do, you're putting forth your effort. You may be frustrated, but don't let that frustration stop you from shining. The shade room is the shade room for a reason, but you continue to shine on. Your shine is a yes. Their shade is a no. Your shine is a yes. Go say yes. It's okay. It's okay. And here's the thing. Even when you say yes, the shade is still going to bless the yes. You understand what I'm saying? And because what are you going to do? What are you going to do when you shining so bright? Everything and everybody is going to get touched. Everything underneath the sun is going to grow or burn. So promise you're going to show yourself in this year. Please don't just wait for January to get busy. Please don't have that coming out party because January 1st hit. You've been shining before the years, before 2017. You've been shining before I even had this Facebook Live. You've been shining. And for some reason, you've been holding yourself guilty because you ain't want to shine so bright. You wanted to stay quote unquote humble because you a woman of God or a man of God. I shouldn't be shining so bright like this. Why not? Why not? Why we can't show the goodness that God has and the greatness that we possess? Come on. We got to make the shade room scared. Like, oh, she's coming in here. Let the vampires let them vamp. You to shine. You know what happens? Like you see it in those stories, those fairy tales and those stories. What happened with them vampires when the light shines? They can't survive in that light. They burn down, dust. Come on now, you leave them in the dust. You leave those throwing shade. See, I got a shade thrower right next to me. Now he want to talk all loud on his conference call. That's shade. Yeah, I'm gonna show y'all him too. He throwing shade now. He know I'm having a whole conversation. See, that's what shade is, but I ain't gonna stop. Matter of fact, we about to go a little higher and a little louder. So what happened is, is don't be afraid to shine, because clearly, I got a shade thrower right next to me. Okay, but anyway, back to the vampires. So the vampires consist of those who want to suck your energy, suck your time, suck your ideas, suck your let's be clear. They try to suck your energy, they try to suck your time, they try to suck your ideas, they try to suck your finances, they try to suck your love, they try to take it. So the vampires take advantage, but they can only take advantage when you are dimming your light down. But if you shine too bright, the vamps become dust. That's in those fairy tales. That's in those, so the vampires, what are they? Bloodsuckers. Bloodsuckers of what? We connected to the Almighty God. Okay, I'm just saying. The blood of who? Okay. So if the vamps is bloodsuckers, you got to be willing to shine bright enough to turn them bad boys into dust. All right, I'm going to leave you in the dust. Ain't nobody got time for this. You want to throw shade? I'm sitting up here trying to help you. All right. You're going to get your whole life together when you start feeling the heat that's about to come. Give them some heat. That's what I want you to do. Start giving people a fever. Let them catch a fever because you're so nice and just sick with it. Because you just don't you don't give up. Because you keep showing up. Because you keep being there. Give them a fever. Oh, you wanna talk about what was going on over here, or they want to throw shade at you, or they don't want to support you with a resource, or they don't want to give you a quote-unquote hookup, or that's fine. Ain't nobody got to do that. We got to stop relying on that hookup, that support. Let them catch a fever. And you know how they're going to catch a fever? Because they're going to see that you do it. God is going to give you help from on high. He didn't say he's going to give you help from the sidelines. He didn't say he's going to give you help from the bottom up. He didn't say he was going to give you help from a side piece. He said he's going to give you help from on high. So that means even though the individuals who's going to come to help you are they operate at a high vibration. They are elevated at a high level. They have a high thought process. They operate at a high mindset. He didn't say, I'm going to give you some side help. I'm going to give you a side piece. No. He said, your help is going to come. My help comes from on high. Got that? Remember that. So if people want to throw some shade, let them catch a fever. That's what I say. You want to throw shade? Oh, you're going to catch a whole fever. I'm going to show you how hot it gets. That's what I'm saying. You got to be cocky about it. I'm going to show you how hot it gets. And when it gets hot, there's nothing you could do about it. Go back and vamp. Go back in the dark. Go back and figure out and get your life together so that when you start shining, I start shining, we just burning up the place. We burning up the place in a good way. Yes. So we need more sunshine. We need some more sunshine. My nickname when I was growing up was called Shine, right? And I dropped it, right? Because I wanted the blessings of Lucinda, not the blessings of Shine. But we need to shine together. Can you promise me that you're going to light it up? Light it up. Light it up. Light it up. Make it hot. Let them catch a fever. You want to throw shade? All right. Got you. Catch a fever. Catch a fever. Because you know what I'm saying? Catch a fever. Go get yourself together. Yeah. So we need to, hey, I miss you too. We need to be willing to shine together. And that's that elevated place. That's that high place. That's that place where we ain't got time to figure out who's hotter and who's not. No, we too busy trying to keep it moving and keep shining so that we can help people grow and we can grow. Got it? Hashtag catch a fever. Bring the fever on. Give them fever. Ah, take that. Pow. Fever. You know what I'm saying? That's how we gotta think of it. Let your superpower be the heat. Okay, you throwing shade? I'm gonna turn it up a little more. And you turn it up even in your moments of fear. You turn it up in the moments of doubt. That's what makes it hot. Not in those for sure moments. Not when you're like, I think right now is the right time to turn it up. No, the heat really goes on. The shade really goes on when you operate when you shouldn't be operating. You understand what I'm saying? When you operate and you doubt, when you operate and you don't even have the money, when you operate and you don't have the time, that's when the heat turns up. Oh, you just lighten it up now. Oh, they want to throw shade, so you light it up with just a little bit that you have. You light it up with a little bit. You understand? My greatest moments is when I was operating with a little bit. It wasn't when I had a full-fledged site. It wasn't when I had a full-fledged team. My greatest moments happened. Oh, y'all hear this shade thrower over here talking loud? But anyway, my greatest moments was when I had a little bit, because I had to learn how to use the internal heat, the spiritual heat, the heat that will put me at such a high temperature that only those who are operating at a high temperature could understand. Burn the vamps up. No more of your time. No more of your money. No more of your resources. No more. You don't got to worry about that. I need you to start becoming your own client. When I became my own client, my whole mindset shifted. So I was taking care of clients, but when I became my own client and put Lucinda in her own workshops and put Lucinda as her own client and started repping me, when I started repping me, guess who I was repping? I was repping my God. When I became my own client, then I was only able to become a better coach to the people I was serving. When I became my own client is when I only was able to become a better sister to my friends. Only when I was able to become my own client is when I became a better mom and a better wife and a better businesswoman as a whole, because I was able to look at myself and say, girl, you got fire inside. You're supposed to be shining. Raise it up. Stop keeping your sun level at the surface to keep the pretty picture. You know, it looks beautiful when the sun rises and the sun sets. But it's nothing like when it goes to the top and it's in the midst and all you see is the glare and all you do is feel the glare and you feel the heat. And the clouds will be surrounded, but all you do is when you feel that sun, it just does something to you. It gives you that good old vitamin. It makes you feel good. Come on. So my thing is, I need you to raise your light up. We got to get out of it. Some of us still keeping our light at that level of pretty picture scene. Yeah, the pretty picture scene. So when you raise it at another level, to the highest level of the sun, now you don't see it. What you got to do in order to look up at the sun? Grab your shades. I'm about to get my shades because y'all think I'm playing. Y'all know I love props. Y'all know I love some props. Hold on. Because y'all know I love props. Hold on. We about to get some shades going on here. So now, let me go back to the message. Some of you are shining. Let me put it on me. So there was a point where I was shining. So just like how the sun rises and the sun sets. So I would stay at that pretty picture point where you can get a glimpse and you can see it, but my heat wasn't offensive. My light wasn't offensive. When I started to raise it, and this has nothing to do with the outer, right? Because you know I believe in not being a public success and a private failure, right? So when I started to raise my light, my sun, the fire inside of me, I started to see things differently. And the higher I would raise, I didn't realize that I was being elevated. Now, in order for people to really see the sun, when it gets to its point where it's ready to sit, right, and chill out, In order for people to see the sun, what they got to do? They got to throw on shades. Because now you could potentially hurt your own eyes. Okay. I hope y'all got that. Did that just free about 20 people? When you raise your light to a certain point, what are the people going to have to do? Don't get mad because they got to put on their shades. Don't get mad because they got to put on their shades. Go get your shades. Don't get mad because they got to put on their shades. You mad because you got shade throwers? They got to throw the shade. Congratulations. You just elevated. Congratulations. You at the point where they can't see you with their bare eyes. They can only feel the heat. All right. Y'all playing around with this. Listen, I'm going to say it one last time because I think somebody might have missed it. You are carrying a fire inside. Can y'all hear me clear? You are carrying a fire inside. And you have been keeping your light at a level that is not offensive or at a level that can produce growth in you and everything around you. So what happens is you're at the pretty picture where everybody can take out their cameras and take a picture of the sight that you're giving them, because you're giving them a glimpse of what it looks like of your sunset, of your sun rising and your sun setting. Your sun rising and your sun setting. And that's a beautiful sight to see. People wake up just to see you on your sunrise. People wake up just to see you on your sunset. But what happens, what I'm asking you to do is just to keep on going high and keep on going higher and higher and higher. Don't worry. You don't lose anything when you go higher. The heat actually feels hotter the higher you go. And what happens is you're going to have to deal with individuals that you love, like, and trust. And they're going to need to sometimes put on shades. And they don't mean to, but they don't understand. Why is it so hot? Why is he or she throwing so much heat? Why do I feel like I'm on fire? Now I got to put on something to protect my skin because she may potentially burn me. But if we shine in together, nobody gets burnt on our level. But if you continue to stay here, you just going to get what's here. Pretty pictures, non-offensive, nothing provocative, nothing provoking individuals, nothing evoking them, nothing really activating them. They are comfortable with you at that level. If it's not hot enough for people to put their shades on, you got to go higher. The higher you go, the hotter you get. And the only time they may not see you is because you shine in someplace else. But they can expect you to come back hotter and better, regardless of whether the seasons are changing or not. You understand me? All right. I hope this blessed you. I think I'm going to coin this a seatbelt chronicle because this is part of the transportation moves. But I had a wonderful time, the world-class experience here in Fort Lauderdale, hosted by LaQuisha Williams. I've been connected to her for years. I didn't ask her for a thing because it's an honor to come back here. I spoke at her very first conference, and for her to have me back again, is an honor. But I had to get this out to y'all because I do believe that some of us, we don't want to go that high. We feel guilty because some people is going to burn. We feel guilty because some things on us, with us, in us is going to burn as we go higher. But it's okay. Because we going, what? If they not pulling out their shades, you ain't hot enough. Embrace the shade. Congratulations. You made it. Congratulations. You're going higher. Congratulations. You're giving people a fever. Give them a fever. Keep it hot. Stay ready. Show up. Okay? You got this. You got this. You stayed at the pretty picture level. That's nice. It took a lot to get to that pretty picture level. And you're grateful for being there. But I need you to be grateful because now that next level that you're going, that elevation, because the thing happens gradually in time. And you wake up, you see the sun rising, you see it at one point, and then you come back out and you're like, oh my God, I just watched it. It just looks so amazing. But after a while, you can't even see it unless you get some protective wear. That's for your shade throwers, your vamps. Go tell them to get your protective wear now, because it's about to get hot up in here. Get your protective wear. Start. Some of y'all just need to start getting a shade line. Just start getting a shade line, because that's how hot it's about to get. I'm gonna just start handing out shades. They're gonna be like, she conceited. No, God is busy. Oh, she not humble. She forgot God. No, I love God. It's getting hot in here. All right, and not hot as in hell. Hot as it's on and popping. Hot as it's in the blood in me is boiling. Hot as in that I'm trying to burn down every vamp that's trying to stop every other shining star that I'm connected to. Okay? All right. Get them visors out. You better shut up. They looking at me like I'm crazy in this airport. Why she got on shades? Oh, you don't know? I'm a star. Yeah, shining one. Yep. Call me Sunny. Call me Shine. You a star. Hashtag you a star. All right, let me hang up because y'all going to get me busy. I ain't even get my latte. All right. Bye. Stay blessed. Bye. Share this video.